Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at the new Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro, but in 300 meter water resistance variant. Unlike the 600 meter, this version has been thinned out by around a millimeter, and if you follow my channel, you know I like that. Ranging from 11 millimeters for the 38 version all the way to 11.5 for this 42 one, it makes it better in every way possible. Thinner watches sit closer to the wrist. They have a lower center of gravity and feel more planted. They also stop being top-heavy even on a strap, slide under a sleeve more easily, even though that part also depends on the case and bezel shape, and most importantly, they look more elegant and premium. With 11.5, this isn't really ultra thin, especially considering the Spinnaker I recently reviewed. It comes in at 10.7 with the same 300 meter water resistance, but in a diver watch world, it is quite thin. As I mentioned in the unboxing, there are three versions available, a 38, 40, and this 42 millimeter version. And despite this one being the thickest, it is the thinnest looking due to a larger diameter. Thanks to a short lug-to-lug, it fits my 6.7-inch wrist quite well, but if it was on a bracelet, I think it would overhang it a bit, due to the fact Christopher Ward uses T-shaped end links that increase the total lug-to-lug. So if you have a 7.5 and larger wrist, 42 will be okay, but for me personally, the 40mm would be the sweet spot, maybe even 38 if like me you like smaller looking watches. Other changes compared to the 600 meter version are a more symmetrical and cleaner dial with only the twin flag logo at 12 o'clock and Christopher Ward inscription thankfully removed from the 9 o'clock position and placed on the back. The date has also been moved to 6 and is color matched to the dial, giving a more bespoke and higher end feel to the watch. The markers have also been increased, having even more lume and making this even more legible. With clearly distinguishable hour and minute hands that are also long enough to reach their markers, it is one of the most legible watches I have seen, while still looking elegant. The bezel insert is ceramic, and I love the small silver ring on the inner part that reminds me of the 2500 Omega Planet Ocean, which is the one thing I miss on the newer Planet Oceans. It makes the watch look more elegant and dressy, and I love when it shines as it catches the light. The case is pretty much standard light catcher case, which I love, and really can't fault it in any way. It has exactly the combination of finish I like the most, with brushed tops and sides and polished bevels, with the one on the crown side being quite wide. It really is one of the most beautiful case designs I have seen, with a perfect blend of classical and playful. I also love the way it curves to follow the wrist. Personally, if I were ever to design a case, I think it would be very close to this. Someone might not like it, but they kinda hit my taste with this. All versions are powered by the Sellita SW220, which is found in almost all Christopher Ward watches, and I can't fault it either. It is nothing special, but for a workhorse movement, it is excellent. This variant comes on a nylon strap that is quite comfortable, but as usual, I prefer watches on a bracelet, so my advice is to get that instead. But as I said, be aware of the increase in lug-to-lug. The strap variants start at $850 and go to $1,050 for the bracelet versions regardless of the diameter. Overall, the watch is excellent and in my opinion better than the 600 meter version in every way possible except the water resistance. But honestly, 300 meters is more than enough no matter what you do with the watch. My personal favorite is the blue dial like this one, but on bracelet and in 40 millimeters. I believe it hits the sweet spot for most people and has the best proportions. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.